We are drinking away the end to Manchester United's shambolic season. Bosh. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to your Manchester United emergency meeting. In tonight's show, we are going to be looking back at results from Manchester United's 24-25 campaign, and we're going to listen to a few fan reactions and, talk a bit about maybe the F1, that shambolic Grand Prix at Monaco. I mean, the worst Grand Prix ever. Let's get it right. But before I get started properly, I just want to say big up to every single one of you live logs in this evening. Much appreciated. Now, if you're new to our YouTube channel, why not consider hitting the subscribe button? Again, we got my phone on a proper stand, so yeah, we've made the stands for it, so it's not going to be falling over again tonight, which I'm very happy about. If you do enjoy Manchester United content, your F1 content, and many other stuff, make sure you are subscribing to this channel. And pinned on top of the live chat and in the description to this video is my channel membership. Yes, I'm a level 1 and level 2 membership, so if anyone wishes to become a YouTube channel member today and help fund my YouTube channel, you can find all the information pinned on top of the live chat if you wish to. Excuse me. But anyway, let's get to you guys in the live chat, shall we? Before I get started properly. Bash! Big up to you, Michael Chelsea FC. Big up Josh JG. So what a day's sport at times. Found it difficult to keep track, but got there in the end. Yeah, it's been a bit of a busy day, hectic day, hasn't it for you? And well done to Chelsea making UCL, by the way, back where they belong. Literally, Chelsea, at times the Champions League has not felt right without Chelsea, so I'm glad they're back in it. I really am. You know, it's going to make things very interesting. So well done to you guys. Big up the chat. Big up to you, Brian CFC. Happy Chelsea got Champions League football, and that's where we belong. And I can't wait to hear the Champions League team song at Stamford Bridge under the lights next season. Yep. A daylight sorting Clown League ain't going to change shit, mate. They think they trust the process is working. Don't be fooled. Today's result. Facts, mate. Big up to you. Get that beer open on stream, Mr. Joshua James. Celebrate the shit season ends for Manchester United. Daylight sorting. Nope, still doesn't swipe there on their crimes and their agenda against Roman Abramovich. I am so right. 73 views from that clip. I got called out. I'm the only Chelsea content creator to still say it how it is when no one has the bollocks to put all the clowns and runners in their place. Yeah, facts, Michael. Facts, mate. Michael.Chelsea FC. Forest can enjoy the Conference League next season. I think they'll be really disappointed ended up in the Conference League, because for a while it looked like they're going to get UCL or Europa League. Now they've ended up in the Conference League, but I think they'll probably win it next season, the Conference League. Big up Mr. Joshua J. Bash. Big up to you, Michael, mate. How are you doing, mate? And yeah, that Monaco Grand Prix, what a load of fucking horse shit, mate. Let's get the narrative right here. What a terrible Grand Prix. Honestly, that Grand Prix can get in a bin. Right. So, let's see. I'll just get another screen up, guys. Oh. Face looks quite big when I'm close. At least we're getting the phone to stand up, people, so that's good. Right. Manchester United. Let's type in Manchester United. Here we go. full match schedule. Here we go. We're going to look back at the results during the season. Let's get this out of the way with, guys. We want to go back up to Fulham, don't we? Go back to Harry Top against Fulham. Here we go. Right. Excellent. Bit annoying how it's all laid out, but that's okay. We can still look back at these results, can't we? Right. So if we start screen sharing. So it's my new geezer. Nah, you're okay, mate. I mean, Mainu is quite a good player. He's decent. So, yeah, I'll keep holding him, mate. Screen share. Here we go. Share. Hang on, let's wait and do that a second because we have Hayden Cox in the building. Good evening. FOS, another late goal conceded. Yep, not sustainable, mate. Next time I call out on stream, I'll keep clipping him and upload on my TikTok so I can get more followers and no one can stop me. Of course, it's your account in the end of the day. Not been a great season if you're United. Manchester City. Manchester United. Manchester only 15th in the Prem. Oxford only 17th in the EFL. Sheffield third above Sunderland in the league. Aston Villa got robbed. Yeah, that goal they got disallowed was controversial. I'm not going to lie. Your players only turned up, mate, because they wanted fans to forget about the final. Exactly. This is what happens, Hayden Cox. When the pressure is off, these players all of a sudden turn into prime Barcelona. Fuck out of here, man. Yep, here's my wooden swing. Wooden swing for you players. Only turning up where you want to. Where's your fucking fighting spirit been all season, yeah? Where's it been? Tell me where it's been. Seriously, man. 15th place. 15th. An absolute disgrace, yeah. Let's get it right. An absolute disgrace, yeah. 15th place. But at least you got up to 40 points. But at least you didn't go down. Shut up, man. 15th. Since when did Manchester United finish 15th? And you think I'm going to go quiet over the summer about it? You got another thing coming. Because we'll never forgive these assholes for finishing 15th. Let's get it right. 15th place. So, you know, I'm going to try and reschedule so we can react to it. Big up to you, Adam Dart. Got bottled it after Martinez read. Yep. Evening. Good evening to you, F1 fans, CFC 1905. But 42 points. And what? And what? Yeah, that should have been done back in November or December, not on the fucking last day of the season for the standards of our football club. Seriously. I don't like 14. Thanks for making me famous. Anthony Ronan will always get called out, celebrating fourth place trophy, not Chelsea. Absolutely. Laugh my ass off. Roads and 40 points, completed geezer. Big up Mr. Josh Jake. Why you making a race? Shite, mob. Absolute crap, you know. Monaco's always boring, but by far one of the worst Grand Prix ever. Too much drivers backing into each other. But Spurs beat Spurs in the standings. Danny B, big up, Bosh. Man United actually made it above 40 points. I mean, should have been done in November or December, not the last fucking game of the season for our elite high standards. Let's get it right here, people, yeah? It's absolutely getting the narrative right. Nah, down here, man. Sick and tired in this football club at times. But Dano has minerals. Ahmad, yes, he does. But it will help get more followers on my TikTok account. Yeah, literally, you can do what you want, Dano sorting. You know, it's your account in the end today. Let's get it right. Words of the day. Standards. Yes, Michael. We only deal with facts on this channel, mate. Nah, it's me and one will follow. Yeah, because you land the minerals, mate. Right, anyway, let's look back at Manchester United's results this season. Ho, ho, ho. This is going to be very interesting. But why are you reacting to it? Because I can. So I can give this team the wooden spoon. Just read some more in the chat first. Man United fans don't have standards. Did you see the stadium all full up after Europa League finals and 15th place? I'm shameless, mate. This football club is just shameless. Oh yeah, and they tweeted after the game, "You're always welcome back at N16, Pixel Lenzel. Get out here, man." The PR on this football club is a disgrace. Seriously, an absolute disgrace. And if any fan is happy with 15, you are getting the wooden spoon, honestly. Any Manchester United fans happy with that? Wooden spoon for, oh yeah, where are your standards, people? Seriously, start raising the standards and holding this football club accountable. I mean, why didn't the fans do what AC Milan fans did? Protest outside the stadium. And guess what happened? They got a new board member in today. See, protesting does work if you do it the right way. Yeah, so long, big ears. Yeah, Gary Lineker, leading a match today tonight. I'll catch up with that probably tomorrow. But yeah, working, streaming. Well, here at Williams HQ. Oh, that Thatcher's is gorgeous. Right. Okay, I will come back to you guys in a short while. Just gonna look back at results now from this season. So here we go, guys. Right. Right, so our campaign started against Fulham, didn't it, in the Premier League, where we won 1-0. This was back in the 16th of August. And the goal scorer was, who was it? Sirski, that's it. Sirski on debut, wasn't it? Let's have a look back at the stats. Here we go. 14 shots to Manchester United, 10 to Fulham. Shots on target, 5 to Manchester United, 2 on target for Fulham. We had more possession that game, 44%. Passes 482, 384. Pass accuracy 84%, 79. Fouls 12, 10. Yellow cards 2 to us, 3 to Fulham. 0 red cards, 3 offside to us, 1 to Fulham. Corners, a lot of corners in that game, 7 to us, 8 to Fulham. And Joshua Sirski was the goal scorer in that game. Now, the warning signs were there for me at the start of the season because the way we're playing was an absolute disgrace, yeah? I mean, I just knew. And that win was papering over the cracks as well. I mean, let's get it right. First match of the season, proper papering over the cracks, people. I mean, what are we doing here, man? Seriously. Yeah, it was Sirski in the 87th minute. That game had 0-0 written all over it, but somehow we found a winner. Crazy. Here we go. Let's get back into the top again. Are you gone to 23 for? Get back to 24. Fuck's sake. There we go. Brighton lost 2-1 in the Amex Stadium, our second game of the season against the Seagull Merchants. So the scores that day was Diallo for us, Ahmad, and Danny Welbeck of all players, and then João Pedro in the 90 plus 5th minute won Brighton Hove Albion the game. So Brighton had 14 shots, we had 11 shots on target, and 5 for Brighton, 4 to us. Possession 48%, we had 52. We had more passes than them, they had 477. 511 passes, pass accuracy 87% for us, 85 for Brighton, fouls 9 to Brighton, 13 to us, yellow cards 1, we had 2 in the game, 0 red cards, 0 corners, 0 offsides for Brighton, 6 for us, 4 corners each. Okay, that's interesting. Gonna have to scroll down again. So yeah, shambolic. We were terrible in that game as well against the Seagull Merchants. Let's get it right. And then obviously, where are we to? Where are we? Oh, for fuck's sake, man. Why'd you keep going back to the beginning? Dear me. Ah. Here we go, Brighton. Lost 3-0 to Liverpool at Anfield on the 1st of September. Old Trafford, sorry. Yeah, because we drew at Anfield, didn't we? This was Old Trafford against Army Slots Liverpool. I mean, shots 8. Liverpool had more shots than us. Shots on target 3 each. Possession, we had more possession than Liverpool. They had 47%. We had 53 passes. We had more passes than them, 507, and they had 464. Pass accuracy 1% more to Liverpool. We had 83. They had 84. 7 fouls each. 4 yellow cards for us, 1 to Liverpool, 0 red cards, no offsides for us, 2 to Liverpool, 5 corners for us, 2 corners to Liverpool, and the goal scorers that day was Diaz with 2 and Mohamed Salah. End of the day, well beaten, and I was absolutely fuming that day because that was nowhere near sustainable. Yes, I know Liverpool are a heck of a lot better team than us, but still nowhere near sustainable. Right, let's get back to you guys in the chat a second. One fucking home win all season for those spineless motherfuckers. Do you use TikTok? Sometimes, not all the time though. Fabrizio Romero said, Cunha, here we go. Michael, you happy you hit 40 points yet? Some in the United fan base having kittens over Cunha. Peak, absolutely. I mean, what are we doing here, Brian CFC? Are you happy you hit 40 points? Fuming it took us till the last game this season. Absolutely. Oh, wooden swing from the players. But 40 point training, my geez. Hey, that's what I'll be saying. All these Cesty fans. Looks like Cole Palmer is staying next season because we got Champions League football. Well, that's good news for you guys, and he does. Manchester United make new signings. Yeah, we have to. Manchester United can have Sancho back. Cunha, here we go. Reece James and Chabot are both still leaving the summer since these clowns hate Angry King. Or Roman. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me, Michael, on Chelsea FC. Okay, that doesn't mean shit, mate. No, it doesn't. And with us missing out on Europe, who's good to say we could afford his wages? I mean, that's another thing you got to take into consideration, isn't it? But yeah, that was our third game this season, beaten by the bin dippers, Liverpool. Well, to be fair, they landed the minerals this season, so fair play, fair play. Matches, that might be better. It's pissing me off. It keeps going, here we go. This is better. Oh, nobody cares about pre-season fixtures, yeah? Nobody cares. Get back to the top again. Fuck's sake, stop skipping the months. Fucking heck, Google, man. Right, so 3-0. What's a owner's shop? What's going on here? See, and that's against Liverpool, 3-0 loss. And then obviously we had an international break, and then we beat Southampton 3-0 at St Mary's. They had 6 shots, we had 20 shots. Shots on target 4, we had 10. Possession 44%, Southampton 56 for us. Passes 480, 611 for us. Pass accuracy 87%, 90%. So quite close on the pass accuracy. Fouls 11, 14. Yellow cards 1, 4. Southampton 1 red card in that game. 0 red cards for us. Offside 0 to both teams. Corners, Southampton dominated the corners in that game. The goal scorers in that game for us were De Ligt, number 10 and 17. Right. I say that was against Southampton. And then we beat Barnsley 7-0 in the FA Cup. Wee-hee! Let's get excited about beating Barnsley 7-0. Get out here, man. Goal scorers that day were number 10 with 2 goals, 21 with a penalty, 17 with 2 goals, and Christian Eriksen with 2 goals. And that was crazy. But hey, it's only Barnsley, people. Nothing to get excited about whatsoever. Obviously, we dominated on the shots. With 26, they only had 3. Shots on target, 13 to us, 0 for Barnsley. Possession, 66%. 44% to Barnsley. Passes 636. Passes 328. Pass accuracy 88%, 76%. Fouls 16 to us, 11 to them. No yellow cards to us, 3 to Barnsley. 0 red cards, 2 offsides each. 3 corners to us, and Barnsley had 1 corner as well. But everyone was getting excited in that game, but I wasn't, I tell you. I think I was probably one of the only content creators who was not getting excited about that result whatsoever against Barnsley. I mean, let's get it right. Let's get it right, people. Let's absolutely get in everything right. It's annoying that it keeps going. I want it to go back to where I was because I have to keep scrolling down. It's just making my job harder work. Crystal Palace, boring 0-0 draw. I mean, Crystal Palace should have won that game. They're much better than us. Then our opening game in the Europa League, we drew 1-1 with Twente, FC Twente. Again, papering over the cracks because we were useless in that game. But you're unbeaten in Europe until the final. And what? And what? Yeah? Did we win it? No, we didn't. Here we go. So that was 1 of 8. So in that game, we had 19 shots. They had 7. Shots on target 5. They had 3. Possession 57% to us, 53% to them. Passes 539, 405 passes. Pass accuracy 86%, 80%. Fouls 5 to us, 8 to FC Twente. 1 yellow card to us, 3 to FC Twente, 0 red cards, 2 offsides to us, none to Twente. And we had 10 corners, they had 5. Goal scorers that day, Christian Eriksen, because Christian Eriksen was playing in the team a lot when Erik ten Hag was still in charge. And of course, Erik ten Hag has been literally confirmed as the new Bayer Leverkusen manager now, so that's going to be very, very interesting. And Real Madrid officially announced Xabi Alonso today. Lovely. Do BBC sort, mate, it's better. I might give that a try. Keeps fucking going back and I have to go all the way down the list again. It's annoying, man. Here we go. Right, where was I on the live chat? Me, it does. Big up to you, Kai. PSR got Clown Lake by Plums. Yep. Reece James will not be leaving. You're going to find our injury-prone player. Reece will stay this summer. Trent Gondo. All we care about is no one getting injured during the season. Absolutely. That's what it's about, Brian CSC, mate. Do BBC Sport, mate. It's better. Yeah, Google takes a piss sometimes in their sports pages. Brian, who are you going to buy an injury-prone Reece James? I'm back. Cole Palmer will go back to Man City. It's all about the pound notes. Clown Lake is still 1.2 billion in debt. Are you going to invite people? Maybe a bit later. I'll wait and see. But got the damn minerals to land, or is it just you? Right. Excuse me. Michael Chelsea FC, yeah, plus Champions League money, so PSR gets and Clown Lake sacked. Yeah, that's what it is. Big up, Adam. One of your geezers in your stream was human. I thought it was best not to interrupt and let him land some emeralds. Yeah, that's kind of you, Michael Chelsea FC, mate. Celebrating runner-up in the final hours. Standards in football these days. Brian CFC is in the bin, mate. Right, hang on. Let's go on to BBC Sports. Because I'm bloody annoyed that I have to keep going back, man. For fuck's sake. Well, here we go. Man United. Right. Look at that. That's the first thing what pops up. Scores and fixtures. Here we go. Right. This is better. This is looking much better already, guys. September 2024. Here we go. Crystal Palace, we done them. Done Liverpool. Tottenham, right. Here we go. Manchester United 0, Tottenham 3. I mean, fucking heck, man. That's a joke. I mean, how did we lose to them at home? Oh, yeah, Bruno Fernandes, red card. And the goal scorers that day were Brennan Johnson, Kulusevski, and Dominic Solanke. Right, the stats. Match stats, here we go. So, we had 11 shots. Tottenham had 24. They dominated us. Shots on target, 2 for us. And they had 10. Nowhere near sustainable at home. Seriously. Goalkeeper saves 7 for Onana and 2 for Vicario, the Italian goalkeeper. We committed more fouls. Corners 5, 3. Yeah, so basically they dominated us. Well, we're abysmal that day anyway, so yeah. Right, that was September fixtures. On to October. Manchester United 5, Leicester City 2. When we still had, obviously, Erik ten Hag as manager. And then it's coming to the end of Erik ten Hag's reign now. Because after that, obviously, we'll get on to the game, which was his final match in charge. And that's when Ruud van Nistelrooy was, obviously... Oh, hang on. Wait, that was... Yes, we need to go to the other fixture first, don't we? We need to go to the West Ham thing. Oh, no, wait. I nearly skipped that whole one. Fuck's sake. Oh, get with it, Josh CJ. Three. Again, that's quite an entertaining game, to be fair, against Porto in Europa League. And that was our second match day in Europa League. And the stats that game, wow, look at this. Look at that. We dominated the shots. They had 14, we had 29. Shots on target, 7 to them, 8 to us, so quite close on that. 5 saves each, 7 fouls each. Corners 5, and we had 10 corners. Wow. And obviously the goal scorers for us were number 10, Højlund. Captain Bruno Fernandes got sent off in that game as well. And Harry Maguire. 90 plus first minute. Again, papering over the cracks because we probably should have lost that game as well. Boring 0-0 draw against Aston Villa. Then on my birthday, on October the 19th, we beat Brentford 2-1. Match stats, here we go. So we had 23 shots, they had 8. Shots on target, 11 for us, 2 for Brentford. Goalkeeper saves, Onana only had to make 1 save that day. Wow. And the goalkeeper saves 9 for Brentford. 4 fouls for us, 5 for Brentford, 9 corners for us, and 2 for Brentford. And the goal scorers that day were 17 and Bruno Fernandes. And number 10 and Bruno Fernandes with the assists as well. That was one of our better performances in the season. Not perfect, but we're definitely a bit better in that game, that's for sure. And then obviously we drew to Fenerbahce in Europa League 1-1. Come on, in your own time, PC. Sorry, guys, it's just happened a bit of a temperamental moment. Right. It looks like it's happened a bit of a temperament. There we go. Just needed to press it again. So 1-1, and that was against Jose Mourinho. Christian Eriksen was our goal scorer, and Josh Zerski with the assist. And the ex-Newcastle United player, Saint-Maximin, got an assist for Fenerbahce's goal. The stats that day were shots 10 to Fenerbahce, 12 to us, 5 on target each. Goal saves very close, 4 for Fenerbahce, 3 to us. 12 fouls, Fenerbahce, 14 to us. 5 corners, Fenerbahce, 3 to us. So 1-1. See, we were drawing a lot of games in the early stages of the Europa League. And on to Erik ten Hag's final game against West Ham United, because this marks the end of his reign. Casemiro with the goal for us, Sirski with the assist, and then Summerfell, Bowen penalty, and Danny Ings with the assist as well. So the stats in this game were West Ham had 12 shots, we had 18. They had 3 on target, we had 5. Goalkeeper saves 4, we only had to make 1 save. Fouls 6, 7. Corners 6 West Ham, 5 to us. And that marks the end of the Erik ten Hag era, because on the 28th of October, we announced that we parted company with him. And then in come Ruud van Nistelrooy as interim manager. So we're going to get on to his game now. So here we go. This is the one I pressed on just now. I will come back to you guys in a second. So 5-2. Wahee! Let's get excited. Beating Leicester City. Down here, man. Casemiro, 2 goals in that game. Number 17. And Bruno Fernandes with 2 goals. 17 with the assist. And Dalot. And stats were, we had 23 shots. Leicester had 16. We had 9 on target. They had 7. We had to make 5 saves. They made 4 saves. We committed more fouls. 8 to us, 5 to Leicester. We had more corners, and they had 3. So that was Ruud van Nistelrooy's first win as interim manager. And on to November now. Get on to November's fixtures. 1-1 against Chelsea. Here we go. Bruno Fernandes penalty and Moises Caicedo as well. Stats, these are going to be interesting. So we had 11 shots, Chelsea had 12, we had 4 on target, and they had 3. Goalkeeper saves, very close, 2 to us and 3 to Chelsea. Fouls, 19 and 14. We had 4 corners, Chelsea had 8. So 1-1 draw. I have to say that day, it was probably a fair result, because I don't think either team did enough, to be honest with you. Right. Let's get back to live chat in a second. It's a new gen soft. Everyone gets a medal for participating mentally. Ridiculous, Brian CSC, mate. Who's going to play Gary Lineker next season on match day? It's Gabby, Logan, It's Kelly Cates and Mark Chapman. You know, three of them are going to take it in turns. Okay. I kind of went off. Had drama from friends, but it's non-related to football. Landed Mr. Joshy J. Geezer, yep. C Media was getting attacked apparently by so-called fake fans, so I had to call it out, but I was outside football. But yeah. Hang on, gone further down the chat, for fuck's sake. Where were we to? But yeah, guys, Arsenal Williams locks up Flamengo, beat Palmeiras 2-0. That's a good result for Flamengo. Brian CSC, facts, fuck participating. It's about winning trophies for us proper Chelsea. Absolutely, Michael Chelsea FC. The first time you lost 6 things in the Champions League next season. Villa missed out, so they're not in it. Thank you for beating Villa. Yeah, no problem. That's a good result for Newcastle. Villa in the mud, which, to be honest, I'm quite happy Newcastle got in the Champions League because I like them. So, yeah, I'm very happy about that. How many teams do you play in the new Champions League format? Quite a few, I think, because they don't have the group stages anymore. Eric Ten Hag was a legend. Get on here, man. A legend's my ass, honestly. Yes, he won us trophies and that, but his football was so boring, honestly. Diego Costa, stinker that day. Yep. How do new Champions League format work? Jose Mourinho, true legend, proper Chelsea. Yep, facts. Not surprising. The worst decision Manchester United ever made in the history. Ten Hag legends. Would you sack Amarin tonight? I mean, thing is, it's a bit of a difficult one, isn't it? It's like, what do you do? But the board said they're not sacking him, so it's not worth really talking about it, is it? Because it sounds like he's definitely going to be here for the new season. But yeah, that game in November, United didn't even score from open play. A penalty kick getting from Robert Sanchez. Yep, running goalkeeper. Big up at Michael Chelsea. Fucking disgraceful result. And should get sacked as Spurs. Well, I don't think he's going anywhere now because they won the Europa League. Michael Chelsea FC, you don't want to be back in the Champions League. Big up, mate. Yeah, got there in the end. Michael Chelsea FC, who do you think will sign this summer with extra money? 8 games in the group they play, yeah, in the league phase. Yeah, that's right. Arsenal finishing second again. Are you surprised? Nope, not with Lego heads. I mean, what phase is the Arsenal women's manager in? Beating Barcelona yesterday, who were on for a treble, and Arsenal upset the odds. Arsenal women mob close. If it was Osman or Dockeres, however, the ownership baby lurch sadly. At Date Night Sporting, 8 games in the group play, 2 more. If you don't finish in the top 8, then it's knockouts. Yeah, that's right. Dockeres, Western, Osman. Date Night Sporting, welcome back to the Champions League. Yep, Chelsea back where they belong. Chelsea get Barcelona, there's no way that they'll beat them because they will get embarrassed and people still believe the process. Yep. Chelsea in pot 1, Barcelona pot 1 as well. Right, let's get back to the stats. Let's get back to some fixtures. The Europa League won 2-0. That was, I believe, Reed van Nistelrooy's in charge still. Yeah, that's right, because his final game was against Leicester City, so this was his penultimate fixture as interim manager. So that day, the goal scorer was Ahmad with 2 goals in the 50th minute and the 77th minute. Bruno Fernandes with the assist. And the stats that day, 16 shots to us. They had 8 POK. Shots on target, 4 each. Same score we had to make, and they made 2 saves. Fouls, 10 to us, 15 to them. Corners, 9 to us, 2 to them. And on to Ruud van Nistelrooy's final game as interim manager before Ruben Amorim took over. So, yeah, the goal scorers that day for us were Bruno Fernandes, own goal by Christensen, and 17 with the goal as well. And the assists were Ahmed Diallo and Bruno Fernandes. The stats were, here we go. We had 13 shots, they had 6 shots on target, 3, 5, and they had 5. We had 5 saves to make. They only had 1 save to make. Fouls, 9 to us, 5 to them. Corners, 1 and 5. Okay, right. And that was the end of Reed van Nistelrooy's short reign. And then after the international break, in came Ruben Amorim. Yep, here we go. So, yep. 1-1 with Ipswich. Seriously, wouldn't swing for you, Manchester United. Draw into Ipswich Town. I mean, what are we doing here? So, Hutchinson and number 10, who scored in the 2nd minute. Burns with the assists for Ipswich, and Diallo with the assist for number 10's goal. Here were the stats in Ruben Amorim's first game. Wow, 11 shots each. Ipswich had 6 shots on target. We had 4 saves. Ipswich made 3, we made 5. Fouls, 11 and 10. So Ipswich committed 1 more foul than us. And they had 1 more corner than us as well. They had 4, we had 3. Wow. That's crazy. And both a glimpse. Europa League. The goal scorer was 17 in the 1st minute, then Hoyland with the 2 goals, and then one of Rasmus Hoyland's more positive games, I would say. Hoyland with the assist, Mascherari as well, and Manuel Ugarte. The stats were in this game. Shots, we had 20, they had 7. Shots on target, we had 6, they had 4. Goalkeeper saves, we made 2, they made 4. Fouls, 7 each. Corners, 2-1. Wow. Quite close on some of them stats. That was November's fixtures. On to the final month of 2024, December, where we won 4-0 against Everton. That was when they were still really in turmoil with Sean Dyche. But that day, that was probably our best performance in the season. And I'm not even joking. That was the one time I'd say this season we played really well. And that day, the goal scorers were number 10 with 2 goals and Joshua Sirski with 2 goals as well. And the assists that day were Bruno Fernandes and Ahmad got 2 assists, and so did Bruno Fernandes as well. So the stats, I mean, we dominated this game. Shots, 11, Everton had 8. Shots on target, we had 5, they had 2. Goalkeeper saves, 2 saves for Manchester United and 1 for Everton. 12 fouls each and 2 corners each. Wow. So on some of the stats, very even, but one of our more positive results in the season. There wasn't as many, but that was one of them, what was really a standout. And then on the 4th of December, we lost 2-0 to the Arsenal at the Emirates Stadium. The goal scorers that day were Timber and Saliba from 2 corners. I remember on my match reaction, I was absolutely seething. We conceded 2 goals from corners. But Arsenal were the masters of corners back then, Mr. Joshy J. And what? And what? Yeah. Defend better then. It's as simple as that. So the goal scorers that day were Timber and Saliba, Rice and Partey, the assists. And shots, Arsenal had 14, we had 5. Shots on target, 6 of them to us. So they literally dominated us. Goalkeeper saves 2. Onana had to make 4 saves. Fouls, 12 to Arsenal, 8 to us. Corners, 13-0 to us. I mean, that needs a wooden spoon. Not a single corner against Arsenal that day. Oh, that is nowhere near sustainable. Right. So that's against the Arsenal. And then we lost again to Nottingham Forest 3-2, which Yeti would have been very happy about that. Big up to Yeti, the Nottingham Forest fan who lands the damn Emeralds. Manchester United's goal scorers were Rasmus Højlund and Bruno Fernandes. The assist was Dalot, and then Menkovic, Gibbs White, Chris Woods, Anderson, Hudson-Odoi, Gibbs White with the assists. Match stats: 17 to Manchester United, 11 to Nottingham Forest. Shots, 7 to us on target, 3 to Forest. Goalkeeper saves, Forest high. Wow, we didn't make a single save in that game. Fouls, 10 to us, 13 to Forest. Corners, 5 to Forest. 3 to us. No, 5 to us, 3 to Forest. Oh, disaster. Back-to-back defeats. Onto the Europa League fixture. Victoria Pilsen. That was on the 12th of December. We won 2-1. Rasmus Højlund with 2 goals. See, at times he was phenomenal in the Europa League, but absolute crap in the Premier League. So it didn't really make sense, people. I mean, what on earth was going on? So Højlund with the 2 goals and Bruno Fernandes got the assist. And the stats that day were Pilsen had 15 shots, we had 17, so quite close on shots. They had 2 on target, we had 8. Goalkeeper saves, Pilsen 6. We only made 1 save, 11 fouls each, 1 corner to Pilsen and 5 to us. And then 15th of December, we beat Manchester City 2-1, which we were losing most of the game, and then out of nowhere, we came back and won 2-1. So again, I say that was one of our more positive results this season. I mean, let's get it right. Graham Bell in the 36th minute made it 1-0 to Manchester City. Then, obviously, Bruno Fernandes, once he scored that penalty, then 2 minutes later, Ahmad scored the winner, which I can remember that, and Martinez got the assist. And the stats that day were... I'm not interested about XG. Fuck off. What are you going on to XG for? Get out here, man. Shots 10 each and 3 on target each. Wow. So the same amount of shots and the same amount of shots on target. So Manchester City made 1 save, and we made 2 saves. Fouls, 5 to Man City, 14 to us. Corners, they had 8 and we had 2. Actually, GA, fuck off. Don't care about that. You know me, I really don't. So that was Manchester City. Then again, we lost to Tottenham, didn't we? Fuck's sake. So Solanke, Kulusevski, and Son Heung-min, Sirski, Dado, and Johnny Evans. I'm fucking heck, man. Johnny Evans. Oh, wow. And the stats that day were shots 9 to Tottenham. We had 20 shots on target. They had 6. We had 5. Saves, 2 saves each. Fouls, 9 to Tottenham, 12 to us. Corners, 3 to Tottenham, 8 to us. I mean, disaster. Getting knocked out in the Carabao Cup. The holders got... Well, no, they weren't the holders. What? No, that's wrong. Liverpool were the holders. And then, obviously, Sunday, 22nd of December, lost 3-0 to Bournemouth, which we were absolutely wank in that game, honestly. Now it comes on to the fixtures where we lost 3 in a row. So, Bournemouth, I mean, fair play to Bournemouth. They had a great season. They finished 9th. So, yep. Dean, Kleiner, and Semenyo, our star player in the season, well, one of our star players. So the stats that day, get out here actually. 23 shots to us and 10 to Bournemouth. We had 7 on target, they had 5. Goalkeeper saves 2, 7 to Bournemouth. Fouls 11 each. Corners 13, and they had 1. Wow, that's crazy. So yeah, 3-0 to Pete. Not fucking sustainable. And then we lost 2-0 to Wolves. When back then, they were still on absolute shocking form. Let's get it right. And somehow we lost 2-0 to them. I mean, wouldn't swing for that, honestly. Again, the stats. So Cunha and Chan and Cunha got the assist as well. And Bruno Fernandes sent off once again. So the stats that day were Wolves had 7 shots, we had 11 shots on target, 4 each. Corners 4 to Wolves, 2 to us, 12 fouls each, and 4 corners each. But still, nowhere near sustainable losing that game. And then, obviously, before the new year, 2-0 to Newcastle United. Isak and Joe Linton assist Anthony Gordon. Head to head, here we go. Oh, no match stats, that's what I want. So, we had 10 shots, Newcastle had 12. We only had 1 shot on target in that game. Newcastle had 4. Saves, we made 2 saves, they made none. We committed more fouls, they committed 8. Corners 2, and Newcastle had 3. So we'll get on to January's fixtures shortly. Here we go. Where were we to? Just get back to you guys in the chat. King Caicedo, Cucurella, Palmer, James, Chaba, fuck the rest, the frauds and the clowns. Hello, big up to you, Samita Canada, and welcome to the Mr. Joshy J YouTube channel. Big up to you, mate. Good evening. Tottenham drew 2-2 with Roma that day. Michael, you doing the cooking stream tomorrow? Oh. Big up, C Media Canada. Again, so okay with you. Welcome to Mr. Josh J live streaming channel. Chelsea going to be eating alive in the UCL against Real Madrid, Man City, Bayern Munich, PSG, Inter Milan, and this world. Yep, facts, Michael on Chelsea FC. Facts, mate. Adam Dar, English. So yeah, you know what I did back in 2029 was unacceptable, right? Got to tell you, I just way more worse than any rejection Dax writers community. And they showed up against Liverpool. League Cup, not even a proper trophy. Mr. Joshua J, who would you say most deluded on YouTube? Oh, there's so many daylight sorting. There's so many, mate. Oh yeah, 2-2. First game of January was 2-2 against Liverpool. And literally, I can remember I was so angry that day because where on earth had this performance been most of the season? We lost 3 Premier League games in a row, and then we all of a sudden decide to turn up against Liverpool. But mind you, they were absolutely shambolic that day. Liverpool, probably one of their worst performances of the season. There wasn't too many back then, but that day they were abysmal. And we just decided to step it up. I mean, pathetic. So the goal scorers that day were Cody Gakpo, Mohamed Salah for Liverpool, McAllister with the assist. Excuse me. And then the goal scorers first were Martinez and Dalot. And the assist was Bruno Fernandes. Here's the stats. So Liverpool had 19, we had 13 shots. They had 6 on target, we had 4. Saves, Liverpool 2, Manchester United 4. Fouls, they had 10, we had 13. Corners 6 and 9 to us. But yeah, I was so angry that day because why on earth did we not play like that in the previous games? Just nowhere near acceptable. And then obviously we beat the Arsenal on penalties. So that day it was 1-1. So Bruno Fernandes gave Manchester United the lead, and then Gabriel Guimaraes in the 61st minute equalised, and Diego Dalot got sent off that day, and 17 with the assist. And the stats in this game were Arsenal had 7 shots on target, we had 4. Arsenal had 26 shots, we had 7. Goalkeeper saves, Arsenal had 3, we had 6. Fouls, Arsenal 10, 25 to us. Corners, again, they dominated corners on us. 12 to them, 2 to us. But yeah, we won on penalty shootout. And then in the Premier League, we beat Southampton 3-1 on the 16th of January, but most of the game we were absolutely abysmal. Then out of nowhere, just like that, Ahmad turned it on and scores a hat trick. Manuel Ugarte own goal, then Amad Diallo hat trick. Ericsson with one of the assists. Here's the stats. So we had 23 shots, and Southampton had 13. We had 9 shots on target, and they had 5. We made 5 saves, Southampton made 6. Fouls 7 to us, 10 to Southampton. Corners 5 to us, 4 to Southampton. Here we go, January, where we lost 3-1 to the Seagull Merchants. They did the league double over us. What a joke. Bruno Fernandes with the penalty. Matoma scored in that game. And Rutter. Can't quite pronounce that surname. Matoma with the assist, and the goal scorer as well got the assist. The stats were in that game. Brighton had, we had 10 shots, Brighton had 6. Shots on target, 1 to us, 3 to Brighton. And fouls, we did 13, they did 12. We had 4 corners, they had 2. Nowhere near sustainable. Brighton doing the league double over us. I mean, get out here, man. That's an absolute disgrace. And then is that an epic contest against Rangers? Because Rangers plays well, and they were very unlucky to lose that game. So Butland own goal, Bruno Fernandes from open play, and Martinez with the assist. Tavernier got Rangers the assist, and deserves with the goal for Rangers. I think that's who it is. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. So in this game, we had 16 shots, they had 11 shots on target, 6 versus 7 to Rangers. Saves, we made 6, they made 5. Fouls, 10 to us, 14 to Rangers. Corners, we had 7, they had 5. But yeah, we made it hard work that day, I'm not going to lie. And then Premier League lost. No, we won, actually. Sandro Martinez, 78th minute. I mean, we weren't great that day, but somehow we found a winner at Craven Cottage. I mean, I thought we were pretty poor in that game. So Fulham had 9 shots, we had 4. They had 3 on target, we had 1. Saves, none for Fulham to make, 2 for us. Fouls, 7 to Fulham, 9 to us. No corners for us, and 3 to Fulham. But yeah, that game literally had a draw all over it. And on to the Europa League. FCSB, where we beat them 2-0 in Europa League stage, which we already qualified, I think. So yeah, the goal scorer that day was Dallo and Kobe Maino. Kobe Maino and 17 the assists. Match stats. They had 8 shots and we had 21 shots on target, and they had 3, we had 7. Goalkeeper seems fine to them. 3 to us. Fouls, they committed 14, we committed 10. Corners 3 to FCSB and 6 to us. So, yep, we won that game 2-0. And on to February. Here we go. We lost 2-0 at home to Crystal Palace. Mateta with both goals. The stats were Crystal Palace. Is that Old Trafford, wasn't it? Yep. So we had 17 shots. They had 11 shots on target, 2 to us, 3 to Crystal Palace. Goalkeeper saves 1 and 2. Fouls, we committed 12, they committed 13. Corners, we had 11 and they had none. Yeah, I couldn't believe it. Leicester City, we beat 2-1 in the FA Cup. So Sirski got the goal and Harry Maguire. And Reed did the goal for Leicester. The stats were that day, we had 13, they had 6 shots on target. We had 4, they had 3. Goalkeeper saves, we made 2, and Leicester made 1. Fouls 10 to us, 11 to Leicester. Corners 6 and 1. Oh, that Thatcher's is lovely. Amazing. Brilliant. Tottenham Hotspur, yep, we lost 1-0 to Tottenham Hotspur. James Maddison got the goal. Again, another defeat against the top Spurs. It was at their grounds, wasn't it? So they had more shots than us that day. We had 22, they had 6. They had 22, we had 16 shots on target, 7 to Tottenham, 6 to us. Saves 6 each. Fouls 13 to Tottenham, 9 to us. And corners they had 10, we had 5. I mean, I'm just shell shocked how we lost to them like 4 times this season. I think it's a disgrace, an absolute disgrace. 2-2s at Everton at Goodison Park, our final fixture at Goodison Park. Beto and Doucouré with the goals for Everton, and Bruno Fernandes and Welgrade for us. Yep, so that was literally the final game my granddad watched when he was still alive, because obviously the next day he sadly passed away. So at least he got to enjoy a game of football, quite an entertaining one. Match stats. 9 shots each. Wow, that's interesting. Everton had 8 shots on target. We had 3. Goal saves, 1 for Everton, 6 for us. Fouls, 12 for Everton, 9 to us. And corners, 7 to Everton, 9 to us. On to Ipswich Town. Wow, 3-2. Excuse me. This was a crazy game of football. So Ipswich own goal, Delit, and Patrick Dorgu got sent off. Harry Maguire in the goal. Bruno Fernandes. Axel Chansabi, ex-Manchester United player, scoring with the assist. Well, he didn't score, he got an assist. And it's the same goal scorer for Ipswich who got 2 goals. And the stats were, this is at Old Trafford. So, yeah, 10 shots to us, 12 to Ipswich. Wow, they had more shots than us. Shots on target, 6 for us, 3 for Ipswich. Saves, we made 1, Ipswich made 4. Corner fouls, we had 9, Ipswich had 16. We had 5 corners, they had 6. But yeah, no way should we be conceding them amount of goals at home to Ipswich. I mean, again, that needs a wooden spoon, people. Wooden spoon for you, Manchester United, for that. Oh. Right, before I get on to the rest of the fixtures. I predict Chelsea gets around to 16 or quarter final next season in the Champions League. Can I name my deluded YouTube? What ended in their match today, Gary Lineker? I'll catch up with that daylight sorting. Right, so we're now on to March fixtures. So Fulham, where unfortunately on the 2nd of March, our FA Cup run came to an end because we lost on penalties. But the goal scorer that day was Bruno Fernandes for Fulham. Diego Delay with the assist for us, and Munez with the assist for Fulham. So that day we had 20 shots, Fulham had 12. Shots on target, we had 9. Fulham had 5. We made 4 saves, they made 8. Fouls 10 to us, 13 to Fulham. Corners 5 to us and 8 to Fulham. I was really just dejected because I thought that was us going to have a trophy this season. Well, it did end up to be a trophy this season, but we did make the Europa League final, which I was shell shocked about. Real Sociedad 1-1. They had a penalty, Sociedad and Sirski in the 56. The stats, 13 shots each. Wow. Shots on target, they had 3, we had 5. Goalkeeper saves, they made 3. We made 2. Fouls, 11 to them, 14 to us. Corners, they had 6 corners and we had 2. And then 9th of March, we drew the Arsenal 1-1 at Old Trafford. The goal scorer was Bruno Fernandes for us and Declan Rice for Arsenal. The assist, Jurrien Timber for Arsenal. Match stats, here we go. So we had 10 shots, Arsenal had 17, 6 shots on target each. So we made 5 saves each as well. Fouls quite close as well on them stats. 8 to us, 11 to Arsenal. We had 2 corners, they had 9. So pretty much all season, Arsenal dominated us on the corner counts. And then on to the second leg against Real Sociedad, where we won 4-1. Real Sociedad did have a player sent off that day. So the goal scorers that day were Bruno Fernandes, Diego Delay, and then the same goal scorer who scored in the previous leg. And then they're down to 10 men. So the assist was Garnacho, 17, and Rasmus Højlund. So the stats were we had 25 shots, they had 8 shots on target, 10 to us, 3 to them, 2 saves for us, 6 to them to make, fouls 6 to us, 13 to Sociedad, 6 corners to us, 4 to Sociedad. And then Leicester City at the King Power Stadium, we won 3-0 against obviously Real Van Nistelrooy. So Højlund, Garnacho, 17. Stop saying his name, Josh J. I call him 17 now. So Højlund, 17, and Bruno Fernandes. And Bruno Fernandes, he got 2 assists in this game, and Diego Delay. stats. Here we go. So that's at King Power. So they had 11 shots. We had 18 shots on target, freezing them, 5 to us. They made 2 saves. We made 3 fouls. 6 fouls committed each. Corners 6 Leicester, 4 to us. Again, probably one of our more positive results, but you need to consider the opposition. On to April, we are approaching the end now, guys. We lost 1-0 to Nottingham Forest. They did the league double over us. Anthony Elanga, of all people, ex-Manchester United player, had to score, didn't he? Yates with the assist. And the stats that day were Forest had 8 shots. We had 23 shots on target. 2 from Forest. It's 6 for us. Goalkeeper saves, they made 5. We made 1. Fouls, they made 5. We made 12. Corners, they had 3. And we had 10. But yeah, league double over us, man. I mean, what are we doing here? Manchester Derby, it was 0-0. Bit of a boring 0-0 draw, that, you know. Manchester United were not on it, nor were Manchester City, really. It's like both teams were happy to play for a point. To me, nowhere near sustainable. And then Leon, 2-2 first leg. So Leon got 2 goals and we got 2 goals. The scorers for us were Euro and Sirski Ugrati, and the captain number 8 with the assist. Well, Bruno Fernandes, should I say. I used to call him number 8, but I call him his name now because he's been brilliant. So Leon had 16 shots, we had 13 shots on target, 5 each. 3 saves each, wow. Fouls 10 and 14 to us. And corners 5 to Leon, 8 to us. Newcastle 4-1, we got absolutely embarrassed that day. I wouldn't swing for you, Manchester United, for that. That was shambolic against Newcastle. I mean, we started off okay, then Bain Deer had to make an awful error. Of course, the game before was when Onana made that horrific mistake against Leon, so he got dropped. This was at St James's Park, so the goal scorers for Newcastle were Tonali, Harvey Barnes, and Bruno Guimaraes, and 17 for us. Diego Dalot got the assist, and Isaac Murphy and Joe Lenton with the assists for Newcastle. So shots, Newcastle had 13, we had 9. Shots on target, 6 Newcastle, 5 to us. Goalkeeper save scores, Newcastle, 2 to us. Fouls, they committed 7, we committed 9. Corners, Newcastle 7, and us 2. Right, here we go. AK's in the building. I'll get to you in a second, mate. The Brighton saying, big up Joshy, big up to you, AK. Good evening, mate. UCL Knights back in the Etihad again. Yeah, they are. They are. Well done. Brown and white kits. I mean, it's not been a great season for you, but as far as you're concerned, you are in the UCL. But trophy-wise, to go trophyless for your football club standards is totally unacceptable. Do you like Gary Lineker on match today? He's divided opinion, but yes, I was a huge fan of him. I thought he did a really good job. Big up at AK4P. Happy with the season being over. Oh, mate, I am so happy. Big up, Mob Boss. What was the best and worst game at Mr. Joshy J? I got to say, our best performance this season was against Everton. And our worst performance this season was probably, I say, well, there's been so many, it's like hard to say which I think has been the worst performance. Even though I'm not happy with how our season ended, Manchester Derby was so flat poor on the day worst Derby I watched 6th of April. Oh, mate, it was shocking. It was so bad. That was when we lost to Newcastle, and then 17th of April against Lyon was the epic game. Honestly, this was the game of all ages where moments are going out, and then out of nowhere we salvaged it. I mean, this game was absolutely insane. So the goal scorers for us were Grati, Diego Dalot, Bruno Fernandes, Kobe Nainu, and Harry Maguire, who got a goal as a false nine. Mad. Generally mad, people. Garnacho, Maguire, Casemiro, and the assists. Well, yeah. Oh, 17. 17, Maguire, and Casemiro. Lacazette got an assist for Lyon, the ex-Arsenal player. So here are the stats. So we had, wow, 21 shots each. That's mad. Shots on target, 8 for us, 9 for Lyon. Goalkeeper saves, we made 5, they made 3. Fouls, 17 for us, 14 to Lyon. Of course, they had that player sent off, didn't they? Corner 7 to us and 3 to Lyon. But yeah, what a crazy game of football, people. Then we lost 1-0 to Wolves at Old Trafford. I mean, Pablo with the goal, unacceptable. Losing to Wolves at home. Mind you, they have been one of our bogey teams, so there you go. We had 12 shots, they had 4 shots on target, 2 each. And we made 1 save, they made 2. We committed 11 fouls, 18 for them. Corners, 9 to us, 2 to Wolves. But we still made it to qualifying for UCL. That was the worst derby I've ever watched. Oh, mate, it was awful. That was a crazy game. Mate, it was insane. Against Lyon. 1-1 against Bournemouth, where obviously Bournemouth got robbed. Literally, that was never, ever a red card. I mean, they should have done the league at double over us. Let's get it right. So, send me no. And then obviously, Atkinson with the red card. Evan Evans, listen. Hoyland with a simple tap in and Manuel Ugarte assist. Match stats. So basically, Bournemouth had 8 shots, we had 25, they had 1 shot on target, we had 6. Goalkeeper saves, 5 for Bournemouth, 0 for us. Fouls, 11 to Bournemouth, 12 to us. Corners, 5 to Bournemouth, 10 to us. But yeah, they were robbed that day, honestly. I'm not being biased at all. They were 100% robbed. And on to the final month of the season. Yes, guys, we finally reached the final month of the season. So Bilbao, where again that was one of our most positive results this season, winning 3-0 away at Bilbao. They had the red cards, and then after that, we just took control of that game. Casemiro, Bruno Fernandes with both goals, Emmanuel Ugarte with 2 assists. And the stats that day were They had 9 shots, we had 14. They had 3 shots on target, we had 7. They made 4 saves, we made 2. Fouls, 19 to them, 7 to us. 4 to them, 5 to us on corners. And Brentford, we lost 4-3. But my goodness me, we started coming back against them, but it was too little too late. Luke Shaw in goal. Worcester scored in that game as well. And then for us, Mason Mount, 17, and Diallo. The assist, 17, Ericsson, and Manuel Ugarte. Shots that day, 12 to Brentford, 14 to us. Shots on target, 6 to Brentford, 5 to us. 2 saves to them, 3 for us. And fouls, 8 to Brentford, 10 to us. Corners, 7 to Brentford, 4 to us. And then, obviously, Bilbao 4-1. Beating them home and away. Mounts, Casemiro, and Hoyland, Euro, Bruno Fernandes, and Dallo with the assists. Stats that day. We had 11 shots each. We had 5 on target. They had 1. They had no saves to make. No, we had no saves to make, and they had 1 save to make. We committed 10 fouls. They committed 17. We had 0 corners. They had 2. But to knock them out, I was absolutely buzzing. And then West Ham coming to Old Trafford winning 2-0. I mean, against this very poor West Ham United side. And they came to our backyard and won 2-0. I mean, fuck out of here, man. Wooden spoon for you, Manchester United. Seriously, that deserves a wooden spoon. Goal scorers that day were Souček and Jared Bowen. Kudus with the assist, and Aaron Wan-Bissaka, ex-Manchester United. So in stats that day, we had 20 shots, West Ham had 9 shots on target. We had 5, they had 4. Goalkeeper saves, we made 2, West Ham made 5. Fouls, we made 3 fouls, West Ham made 13. Corners, we had 8, and West Ham had 5. But that was a disaster. Losing that game, that's totally unacceptable. And then obviously in our penultimate Premier League game of the season, we got beat 1-0 by Chelsea. That was obviously a Friday night game. Mark Cucurella, that's where Chelsea had 11 shots. Manchester United had 4 shots on target. Chelsea had 3, and we had 1. But we were not good in that game, nor were Chelsea, to be honest. And then, obviously, we lost the Europa League final, didn't we? Oh, dear me. Brennan Johnson with the goal. And the stats were... I still can't believe we lost that game. Stats, here we go. So they had 3 shots, we had 16 shots on target, they had 1. And ironically enough, it was the only goal they scored, and we had 6. Goalkeeper saves, Tottenham made 5, we made 0. Tottenham committed 22 fouls, and Manchester United committed 10. Corners, 5 to Tottenham, 5 to us. I mean, but that was an awful final, people. That really was such a bad final. I go back. And today, here we go. And our final Premier League game this season against Aston Villa, where it all came to an end today. So Dallo and Ericsson with a penalty, and the assist with Bruno Fernandes. The stats, here we go. So our final stats this season were shots 25 for us, 6 for Aston Villa, 10 shots on target for us, 1 for Villa. Goalkeeper saves, we made 1, 8, and then 10 fouls each, 4 corners for us, 3 to Villa. Martinez, obviously, with his final game for Aston Villa, it looks like he got the red card. So, yep, that was looking back at all of our results from the 24-25 season. If I have to give us a season rating, I mean, because we finished 15th in the Premier League and didn't win a trophy, 0. Absolutely 0. Absolutely abysmal, Manchester United. Let's go right here, yeah. Absolutely fucking abysmal. I'm so angry about it. I really am. And of course, Ruben Amorim today, he has done a farewell speech, so we will listen to that in a bit. But let's get back to what you guys are saying. I'm about to release the video. And the true culprit is PGMOL. Yep, absolutely. Are you happy the season's come to an end? Well, why do you think I'm drinking a Thatcher's starting like 14? I am absolutely buzzing. Our worst season ever is over. Bilbao were absolutely shocking. I was expecting a lot more from them, AK. I'm not going to lie. Forrester Holding talks to sign Delap, and I think that would be a great move for him. It might be. Don't know what long-haired Yeti would think of that. Reece James absolutely took you to the cleaners, Joshy. He did. He did, AK. He did, mate. I can't believe you deliberately lost all your Premier League games. You just to only go all out and focus on the Europa League. And we fucking lost, didn't we? Oh, what a joke, mate. Delap is widely cited as joining Manchester United reporters on here, and yeah. So, right, let's listen to Ruben Amorim's speech, shall we? Yeah, let's have a quick listen to his speech. Hang on 2 seconds, I'll go and grab my other phone. Right, okay, people, got my phone now, so yeah, we are listening to Ruben Amorim's speech, what he said. Rodrigo has agreed to join us in the summer. That'd be a good signing for you guys. What would you do if Delap in Manchester United, Sharon? How would you feel about it? Or a £30 million release clause? I'll be seething. Not Manchester United quality, downright sorting. I mean, let's get it right here, mate. Let's absolutely get it right. Right, so let's stop screen share a second. Let's go on to Twitter, shall we? Let's have a look at what this shameless football club has said. I know this is a disgrace, guys. Honestly, what are we doing here? Here we go. And this is what I want to do. Explore, isn't it? On a search. Here we go. When it decides to load, guys. Been a bit of a pain in the ass. Explore. Here we go. No, I do not want to see that. I want to search. Here we go. This shameless football club, seriously, does my head in. Manchester United, here we go. See, this shameless football club, look at this. Look at this. I mean, just what are we doing here? What is going on here, people? Seriously. Here we go. Look at this. Look. I just cannot believe this football club at times. It just shows no shame whatsoever, does it? When it decides to load up. Tell you, what is going on here, guys? What is going on here, people? Seriously, what is going on? It's just acting a bit slow at the moment, but we will get it to come up, guys. Can't believe it. Oh, let's refresh it. That might work. That might work. Here we go. Just look at this. Thank you and thanks, Angelo. We appreciate anything you've done for us. You always be welcome back in N16. I'm down here, man. This football club, honestly, does my absolute head in. There we go. Just wanted to show that. London will finally lighten up. Now 3 London clubs in the UCL. What has happened to United? Oh, you're always welcome back at M16. I'm down here, man. He's literally overstayed his welcome, thanks to Lenzelot. I mean, what is going on? Right, what should we... Ruben Amorim's speech. Let's listen to Ruben Amorim's speech. Here we go.
First of all, I want to apologize for this season. I know you are really disappointed with me and really disappointed with the team. Second thing, I want to say thank you. We are very grateful for your support during the season, and I know that was really hard. games. But
I mean, fans who've been sticking with Manchester United like me, I think we deserve a medal. Us true loyal fans. But any glory hunters, fuck off.
now we have to make a choice. Or we stay stuck in the past because this season is in the past, is over.
Finally over.
We fight each other, or we stick together and move forward. Six months ago, in my first 3 games in charge, with 2 victories and 1 draw, I said to you, the storm is coming. Today, after this disaster season, I want to tell you the good days are coming.
I mean, I like to believe that, but unfortunately, I just cannot see it happening under this ownership, sadly.
If there is one club in the world that proved in the past that can overcome any situation, any disaster, is our club, is Manchester United Football Club.
Sounds like there is a couple of boos, but majority of the fans being quite passionate.
Now I want to say sorry also to my players. Sometimes I was not fair, but I try always to be honest with you guys. Thank you very much. See you next season.
There you go, he just said see you next season, so pretty much confirms he's staying, people. What are you doing now? There's no more press conference till next season. Don't you worry, I got plenty stuff lined up still. We're literally carrying Manchester. You are AK. He is just lapping it up for the Glazers and Ineos, Joshy. Yep, true. I know what will exactly happen next season. I mean, if we don't sign any decent players, AK, I think it's going to be rinse and repeat again. I don't see Manchester United getting Champions League football next season. No chance, mate. Absolutely no chance. Big up, Josh. So good to see you, mate. So happy it's over the season, mate. Oh, yeah, Adam. I just listened to Ruben Amorim's farewell speech, final game of the season speech. And yeah, I found that interesting. He said the good days will return. I mean, they will return at some point, but I don't think it will return under this ownership, unfortunately, which is a pain in the backside. But there you go. It is what it is, people. I mean, wow, unbelievable. But yeah, let's listen to a couple fan reactions now, shall we? See what they got to say about the game. Right. So that's always interesting listening to fan reactions. I mean, I only watched highlights. I couldn't be asked to watch the game because I was more interested in the Champions League race and that. I watched BBC final score. Just could not be asked to watch it. Oh, here we go. That's what I wanted, wasn't it? Although CR7 stars are the problem at your club, Josh CJ. Get them out first. Yeah, thanks. Get them out. Get the Deadswoods out. So, yeah. Let's listen to what their fans have got to say. A couple. Probably won't do all of them. All things United. Here we go. Let's listen to him.
The last game of the season for Manchester United ends in a 2-0 victory, a shock victory for Manchester United. Not many people expecting Manchester United.
A shock victory. I mean, this is how bad things have got, isn't it? If that fan just said a shock victory. I mean, what are we doing here? Seriously. No way should that be a shock victory. You see Cunha news tonight. Josh, mate. Yep. Literally, Fabrizio Romano confirming it's pretty much done. But, you know, we'll wait and see.
We can get a draw out of this game. Villa are a decent side. Manchester United actually didn't play too bad. There wasn't too many changes from the team.
I mean, what I was listening to, we literally dominated that first half. But again, sorry for our season. No clinical goal scorer just cannot put the ball in the back of the net.
That played in midweek. The most notable absentees, obviously Garnacho not even along the substitutes bench because the manager's told him to fuck off. Onana wasn't in the squad either. He's obviously on his bike. There's no Luke Shaw, no Euro, no Zirkzee. I mean, the reports are that Zirkzee and Shaw are injured. I think Shaw's on his bike anyway. I think he's told him to fuck off and all. So that is what it is. Manchester United should have took the lead, I personally think, through Ahmad, had a shot wide. He's got to start putting them chances away, in my opinion, to take.
See, Adam, I knew we would win because the pressure was off, mate. I had a feeling the players would turn up. Disgrace, mate. Where have they been all season? Wouldn't spoon for the players, honestly. You are meant to perform all the time.
It's getting to that next level, but Manchester United should have probably been leading at half-time in this game. They're a better side, and obviously Aston Villa having the man sent off in that first half, which helped Manchester United massively to get the job done in that second half. Whether we would have gone and won the game, if not, I don't know, but it was massively helped Manchester United. I mean, the fact that Manchester United got Rasmus Højlund up front and then we change it and bring Cheeto on, these two players are not at the level, well, I don't know if Cheeto ever will be, but not at the level that Manchester United need at this moment in time to get us back anywhere near the top. So that is a massive problem. If we improve that area in the goalkeeping area, things might get a bit better. I don't know. There's so many areas in the squad that need to improve. The manager's tactics obviously need to improve because we saw in that game in the week against Spurs that he tactically was just inept in that game, and it was shocking.
And those bootlickers have massively destroyed your fan base. Absolutely. AK facts. 15th and Josh, mate, will not get that, mate. No, absolutely not, Adam. I mean, wooden spoon for you, honestly, Manchester United. 15th is an absolute disgrace. 15th fucking place. I wasn't surprised when you won today. Exactly, AK. Pressure's off, mate. I'm not letting the manager go anyway. 17 letting go. Napoli 53 million. AC Milan 21 42.5. Real Betis permanently. Sounds good to me, Lucky. Big up to you. Good evening.
From the manager in that game, but we made some changes in this game. Obviously, Aiden Heavens started this game. It's his first game in a while, so he come off. And he brought obviously Eriksen and Evans on, probably because it was their last games for Manchester United, and obviously Eriksen was allowed to take the penalty because of that. And we got the job done. So overall, pretty pleased to end the season with a win. I think it leaves us 15th position in the league. But I never want Manchester United to lose. I always want Manchester United to win. So I'm pretty happy that we got just comfortable that we got the job done, to be honest. And then move on. We've got a couple of friendlies obviously left before the end of the season. Just to conclude it, I don't know what he's going to do. He'll probably have to rotate.
Yes, Adam, they are, mate. Yep, he's staying. So, we just got to wait and see what happens now. I'm with manager, came in mid-season. I mean, you got a good point, Lucky. But obviously, any other football club, I think, would have sacked him. But maybe we just not got the money to sack him. Now we got to hope it works out.
I mean, there was no Harry Amos on the bench today, which I thought was a surprise because I don't personally rate.
Yeah, I'm surprised that Amos wasn't on the bench.
Patrick Dorgu that highly, and I'd like to see Amos get a bit more minutes to see if he's any good.
Yeah, so would I as well, because it's a bit hard to judge him at the moment.
Before we bring in Diogo Leon, because he's coming in as well in a few weeks' time. So we'll have to wait and see what he does, whether he gives a few young players a chance. Because I think it's 2 games pretty quick. I think he got one on Wednesday and then again one on the Friday. So he's probably going to rotate the team for both them.
Well, this is the board's fault, Lucky, isn't it? This goes on the board.
So I don't think he'll start the same starting lineup for both games, but it'd be interesting to see if any of these players that were not playing in this squad today are actually part of that squad, and whether some of them are injured or he just booting the fuckers out of the squad, because there's no way that Camacho or Anana were injured for this game. We know that them 2 fuckers are going, but we don't actually know the clear story on players like Luke Shaw. But to me, they're probably going to be passed as new. So we will have to wait and see. Probably Euro was probably taken out because of a risk of getting a further injury.
Bash, cheers, Adam. Bash, Thatcher's goals.
He probably won't be available for their friendlies, but it might be a good opportunity to give a few more younger players an opportunity. I don't know who's available in the youth team. Maybe some of them could come into the squad as well. We will have to wait and see on that. But overall, normally that would be seen as a decent win against Aston Villa at home because they are a decent outfit. Obviously with the decisions, the red card and getting a penalty, you expect Manchester United to win a game of football when the opposition goes down to 10 men. There was more than half the game to go. So you would expect that, but there's not really too much more to say, to be honest. Probably one of the better wins, probably the best win in the Premier League under Ruben Amorim, but is that partly...
Anderson as well, I say, when we won 4-0 at Old Trafford when Sean Dyche was manager. That's a positive.
Because Manchester United have just got nothing now to play for, and the pressure is off. Can Manchester United go and do that if the pressure's on? The pressure was on against Spurs, and we played like absolute melts. So it is one of them. We will have to wait and see what happens in the summer. But if Ruben Amorim does start off terribly in the new season, it's going to be under massive pressure. He's got to start the season well. He really does. Or he's going to be under some serious fucking pressure. Anyway, smash a like on the video. Subscribe.
I agree. He has to start the new season well. Because he is going to be under massive pressure. The fans need to lower the expectations. I'll never lower my standards, mate. Never. They're not a decent club anymore. I wish my club will run like yours, mate, but unfortunately, we're not under this ownership. Your football club has a winning mentality. It wouldn't surprise me if you go and rebuild the team this summer and just like that, you're straight back to winning Premier League titles again because your club has the elite mentality. Right, so who else should we listen to? Trying to think. Open now to August, Josh. Nice summer off, mate. I come on your channel. That's okay with you over the summer, mate. Yeah, you're more than welcome. And, anyone's welcome on here to talk about football because I will be doing plenty of football streams over the summer. And it looks like this channel is going to win the poll for like all football teams on this channel. So yeah, I mean, I got 2 weeks left of that poll yet, but if it wins, obviously all football teams will be moving to this channel. So yeah, that means loads more football content to come on here. But we'll wait and see. Who should we listen to next? Let's listen to the Flying Pig, and I'll probably worst season ever. Yep, over.
Cameron's fault. I'm just saying the team is gassed, isn't it? Nice to see Heaven getting in there, youngster.
I am Adam. Yep, back on the other PC tomorrow night, mate. Back on my computer chair. I got a computer chair here. At least in this one, it stays up. My one at home seems to keep going down. Maybe I need to just look into it.
So, Ahmad, these guys, yeah, sure. But Gashmas Boyland, see you later on, son. Please do somebody.
Gashmas Boyland. Flying Pig United never disappoints.
Buy him in Serie A this summer. And the same goes for lots of players in this team right here. And United looking like the most potent they have done, starting the first 3 minutes in the game at Old Trafford all bloody season long. What I've noticed is that Manchester United seem to be battering Aston Villa here early doors. And the other thing that I've noticed is that Ruben Amorim is wearing a motherfucking gilet on the sidelines. Bloody hell, Ruben. Did you not get my memo, lad? This is unacceptable. He's got a bloody gilet on again. Keeper comes out and claims.
I mean, Ruben Amorim's choice of style is very questionable, isn't it? But it's results I care about, not really his appearance. They got Flying Pig United, Josh, right? Fresh start at Old Trafford. Yep, that's what we all want. Lucky. Binning them off. Yep.
Maguire keeps it in, though. Slabby Maguire, nice feet. Slabby Maguire's done bits. Slabbo out it again. Gallo hits it. It hits the near post. It hits the post. United with another chance. 8-11. It's up behind for a fucking corner. Slabbo doing bits again in the build up there. Old Twinkle Toes.
Twinkle Toes.
Good luck to him. Good luck to him, but he did buy the shittest players we've ever bought, basically. Think about.
Honestly, Erik ten Hag, look, I wish him luck at Bayer Leverkusen, yeah, but he signed some awful players.
All the players he bought, pretty much have to sell all of them. Maybe one or two good ones. Mats Rui, a couple of other decent ones, but most of them, I'm sorry, they're all just should be moved on. We spent a fortune on those players. So you know what? Ten Hag can go and suck a big fat egg, mate, just like his bloody head. Because that guy did nothing but stitch us up as a football club. In fact, you know what? I don't wish him good luck at Bayer Leverkusen. I wish him the very worst of luck, mate. I hope he gets relegated to twat. Do you know what I mean? He did a right number on us for years, that Milter.
Come on, to be fair, he did win us 2 trophies, but he just wasn't all that good in the Premier League, was he?
Screw that guy, mate. You don't want to be in at no 2-star hygiene establishments. Referee, red card, he's off! Martinez has taken out Højlund, who is through. Clear on goal. Referee, it's a stonewall red card. Yes, mate, get the fuck off there. You big shothouse shit stopper. I mean, shithouse shot stopper. Get the fuck off there, Martinez. He's off. He's fucking off, mate. He's come out. He's absolutely cleaned out Gashmas Boyland. And it's through to Rasmus Højlund, who's going around the keeper. But Martinez comes out and just absolutely cleans out the player. Shoulder pads. He didn't even make any attempt not to mash him up. He's literally gone straight to try and...
Adam, I love that, mate. Imagine he signs Andre Onana. Yep, reunited with Erik ten Hag. That'd be a dream, mate. Yep, bye-bye. See you later, sir. Onana, you can go, mate.
Mash him up there, Martinez. That's reckless goalkeeping, to say the least. He might have cost them. He might have cost his side a Champions League spot here. To be fair to him, look at this. He's got sent. It's an absolutely crazy tackle. Chance for United. Oh, Gasmus Boylan.
Gosh, that's Boyland. Big up to Flying Pig United.
An amputee! How's he not got that under control? I'm sorry, you want a freaking goal, do you, Hood? You're going to have to stop playing like a fucking 12-year-old motor then! Look at it! It's an awful
12-year-old Melter.
touch by him. Really well won back by Kobe Mainu. And Gasper's Boylan can't touch the ball. He can't bring it down. It should be a tap-in. Anybody with a bit of bollocks about him who's got a touch would have brought that down and banged it in the back of the net.
They wouldn't have heard me with.
Yep, Luke Shaw, good riddance, and Luke Shaw and Hector Lenzoff, good riddance to both of them. Overstayed their welcome. And this football club had the audacity to tweet out and say, "You're always welcome back at M16, Hector Lenzoff." I mean, get out here, man.
And I said, yeah.
Did you hear? You heard Nanny P there, didn't you?
Yeah.
What?
Granny Pig. I think of the pig or Granny Pig. It just made me chuckle.
All right.
You sure you don't want one of the cookies? No,
I'm sure, darling. Oh, go on then. I don't like eating while streaming, Sheen.
I've got you a Toblerone one.
Oh, nice. Look at this. This is a cookie. How's that a cookie? Looks like a cupcake.
Yeah, or
That's a cookie.
I mean, it's personal preference, isn't it? Personally, I quite like eating while streaming. Sometimes, especially when I'm at home, I like something a little snack. Maybe like a packet of crisp or something.
and this was great.
I like to drink a cup of tea as well,
But that one, chocolate.
or a cup of coffee.
Nice.
That's bloody lovely, yeah.
So I'll leave that other one with you as well then.
Oh no! Oh, come on! What an absolute joke! What the frigs happened? Referee, flags up his head. What's up? Foul committed. What's going on? Hang on a sec. They put the ball in the back of the net. Morgan Rogers, is it? It's a proper bottle job by Bayender.
Yeah, I agree with you. Time to piss them off, mate. Miss Pig, innit, Josh, mate? Yes, it is, Adam. We should have won this 3-0. We had a more clinical goal scorer, lucky. We would have done, mate.
He's had the ball pinched out of his hands. Look, Morgan Rogers just kicked it out of his hands. Hang on a second. Oh, he's not actually technically holding it, though. It's like bubbling around inside of his hands. He's doing a proper Andre Onana football hand impression. His hands.
Yeah, that was poor by Bayender, but luckily we got away with it.
Turned to flubber, and he can't actually get the ball.
Flubber. I mean, honestly, two very poor goalkeepers.
They might actually give this, because I don't think that Bayender's actually holding the ball at the time. He's trying to, but he's shut it. They've not given it, guys. It's not been given. Have some of that.
And then moments later, we go up our end and score a beautiful assist by Bruno Fernandes to set up Amad Diallo. No, Adam, I only watched the highlights, mate. On the Sky Sports YouTube channel. I only saw the highlights, mate. I was more interested in the top 4 race, mate, and the UCL race.
It's not been given, but I mean, as I say, watching it back, it kind of looked like there was no foul. Bayender, Onana in disguise. It's not cost us in the end. It's not been given. Honestly, I'm surprised. I thought that would have been given there. Yes, mate. Amad Diallo, great header on the peg stick. He's done you. What a ball that was by Bruno Fernandes. And Manchester United lead Aston Villa 1-0. It's a stonking header at the back by Amad. Lovely goal. Aston Villa in the mud. They are out of the Champions League spaces now, unfortunately for Nanny P there. But who, that's it. They haven't been good enough today, mate. They've been crap. They've come here and melted.
Yeah, I mean, look, Martinez getting sent off didn't help, but I was expecting more from Villa today because they had more to play than us. I mean, let's get the narrative right.
They've come in and melted. And look at that, the 10-minute fella, Unai Emery's about to fucking put himself in the coffin for the night because he's had enough, mate. It's a great delivery, this from Bruno. Watch this ball by Bruno Fernandes, and the run by Ahmad's inch perfect as well. Great timed run by Ahmad. That's a lovely goal. The ball, the delivery from Bruno Fernandes, that's what Bruno can do for you. He's done it all day, to be fair, and he's done it again.
Now we'll wait and see what the future holds with Bruno Fernandes. If he's staying or going to Saudi.
Played there for Ahmad, who's tucked it away. Get the fuck in there, my son. 1-0 to Manchester.
Probably just going to watch the end of this match action, Adam, and then probably going to wrap things up, mate. We should smack 3 or 4 Aston Villa didn't, so no points at first.
United, we take the lead, in a meaningless game, rubbish end to the season, whatever, rubbish season. But at least hopefully we can get the dub here and finish as high up the table as we can. Let's have a look how this affects the league table real quick with currently the other games in play. But let's just see how it looks at the moment. We have got the lead there, guys. Ahmad Diallo caps off a lovely move. Bruno Fernandes pops it in. It's delicious. And we've deserved it. Just can't really say anything other than we deserve the win, and Villa don't. 38 touches in their box. They've had 7 in ours. They just haven't turned up. They've full on heads gone, Dick, guys. Villa have bottled it, haven't they? Let's have a look at the table. This would put us up to 15th in the league. And only West Ham there finishing higher above us of the teams that we can still catch if they were to draw. Wait, Christian Eriksen now, free kick for United. Good chance here for him to seal the fate and to sign off with a lovely goal. And he almost does. He hits the top of the netting. Is this papering up the cracks? Papering up the cracks? Papering up the cracks, mate. Is this papering up?
Oh, epic fail there from Flying Pig United. Oh, that's mad. Oh, that's absolute peak.
Over the cracks? No, mate. No, mate. Could you paper over the Grand Canyon, bud? This isn't papering over the cracks. This isn't even filling it with a tiny bit of polyfiller, lad. This is taking a dump on the cracks, lad. The crack's so big, it's like a gorge. You know what I'm saying? There's no papering over the crack for this victory, mate. What the hell?
I'm a Somerset lad, so I'm not too far away from Cheddar Gorge.
For Christian Eriksen then to sign things off at Old Trafford. Christian Eriksen, and he scores. Get in there, Christian Eriksen, lad. Thank you for your service. Thank you for your service, Christian Eriksen, lad.
Yeah, I look forward to that game, Adam. I got a feeling Paris Saint-Germain will win that, mate. They never won the Champions League. Aston Villa were terrible first half. We dominated them. That's how I want. Yeah.
Yes, Johnny Evans would have been a good shout as well, wouldn't it? There it is. Christian Eriksen scores from the spot, and Manchester United lead Aston Villa 2-0 at Old Trafford to potentially send us to the heady heights of 15th in the league. What a shitter. But get in there, Christian, lad. Love that. Good to see him get on the score game at United. There's the final whistle. I mean, obviously a good performance by United. Sort of feel a little bit sorry for Aston Villa and Unai Emery. Look, you can't believe what's happened. They've full-on crumble jobbed it, but that's what you get. You didn't deserve anything from the game today. Unai Emery's Villa, they look very poor. Just never turned up. I think the pressure got to them. Pressure can do that, can't it? It can make you fold or it can make a diamond. And certainly it's made them buckle under the pressure this time around. They've shat it. Man United did a good performance, good job, and even before the red card. Who cares?
I think PSG will win it, Josh Lane. Chelsea versus Betis Wednesday night, Josh Lane.
Ahmad was absolutely sensational again. The goalie Bayenders had a good solid game. It was a good performance by most of the team there. Fair play to them. There was a key controversy.
Right, so yeah, as Flying Pig United, big up to him. So we are going to redirect now to Touchline Facts, people. So he's currently live. So make sure you head over to his YouTube channel and you say Mr. Joshy J Raid. And this season is over, but Manchester United content does not stop. I will be carrying on throughout the summer. So plenty of Manchester United content's come your way. So make sure you are hitting the subscribe button, people. And if you enjoy F1 content as well, make sure you are hitting the subscribe button. And don't forget, Glazers out, Ineos out, and brown envelopes in the bin as well. And 15th place, get in the bin. Bye-bye. And, yep, big up to you, Hayden Cox. Just wrapping things up, mate. Big ups to every single on you. And, yep, off we go. Mr. Joshua J, what would you do at Manchester United finishing the Conference League next season? Would you do watch them? I have no idea, mate. But anyway, touchline facts. But Mr. Joshua J Raid, and yeah, like I said, plenty content to come throughout the summer. So make sure you are sticking around. Bye-bye.